Let's eat meat and talk about the first time I ate liver when I was 3 days on carnivore diet and 7/8 dead.
Eat your fatty meat, drink your water.
I had no life force energy at that point. My stomach was in shreds. My health, you can go and have a look. I'll link in the caption my testimony to how I was when I started with this diet. I haven't eaten liver in so long, and I got this piece yesterday from the butcher. I put it in the freezer because it was already frozen, and what my plan was to just cut off a little capsule sized every day and just have it, just to see, because I haven't had organs for years at this point. When I got my blood tests telling me that there was no disease, no autoimmune disease left in my body at all, I stopped eating organ meat because the only thing that was wrong with me is that I had slightly elevated vitamin B and I had slightly under vitamin D. That was all they could find after me being so sick that I was bedridden. Okay, so now it's a few years later since I got those blood tests and since I stopped eating organ meat, and I was just thinking maybe I could use a little bit of vitamin B at this point. So here's a piece of frozen liver. I'm going to cut off some of it. On the end here is a little bit softer. I apologize for the lighting. It's early in the morning and I don't do overhead lights. I'm going to take off that much. This is beef fat. There's some chunky bits at the bottom, but at the top it's more just the oil. Can you see in this light? And you see those are the chunky bits at the bottom, and I'm going to use this oil. I use a lot of tallow. I've turned the heat down quite a lot. I'm not going to let it get too hot. In fact, let's turn it down even more. Okay, so there you go. Just got a tiny little bit of heat and a few golden bits in the bottom of the pan. And I haven't put any salt on it. And now I'm going to coat it in oil like that. And now we've got 4 little fingers of liver nicely coated. The best way to prepare liver is to actually have it the day after, not the day of. So make it in the evening and then just warm it up a bit and have it for breakfast. But to be honest, what do you mean the best way to cook liver? For me, it doesn't taste that great. If this tastes good, then I know my body needs it. Because honestly, a little piece of liver with salt is not what most people would call the most delicious thing. But let me tell you what happened. September 17, 2019, that was when I went carnivore lion. 3 days later, I bought a big piece of liver. I'm so out of it. My brain was so dead. Maybe we should turn this off actually. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. It's been about 5 minutes. I can see that it's gone nice and brown. Look who's here. Look who's here. Hi, baby. Yes. Yes, my boy. I will definitely give you a piece. Okay. Okay. Now, animals know. All right, my baba. Look how he's after it because he knows. He knows. I'll give it to you. Here we go, my baba. It's almost gone already. Now, when lions make a kill, what is the king of the tribe called? Anyway, the king of the pride of lions, he gets the liver. Why? Because this is where so much goodness is. Okay. Oh, now he wants more. And here comes Tracy. You also want my baba? and she might not eat it simply because it's actually frozen. She's not going for it, but she will. Let's eat this piece of liver. So what happened was that morning when I had that piece of liver, I made quite a lot. It was a big piece. And I ate like a steak of liver, you know? I ate it and I remember going, num, 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 num. Shall we see how this is going? I need a fork. This is just normal sea salt. Ooh. I am hungry, so my reaction could be partly that, but let's see. Okay, it's a tiny bit overcooked maybe. It actually tastes good. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, I used to wake up in the morning and nibble the rainbow. Now I have brown food for breakfast every day. And I'm alive! Meat heals. Shut up. The end. Goodbye. Love it. Oh yeah, Tracy's getting it in. And Bodhi's still having at it. He's got it on my kitchen counter. You can get the blood there, my boy. That's what cloths are for. This is going down. And another one of my cats has come. Look at these guys. Feeding time at the Serengeti. Whew. That tasted good. Half frozen, fried for about 10 minutes, very gently, coated in beef tallow. Next time I'll experiment, I'll have fat with it. I'm going to check in again in 30 minutes because that's about how long it took last time when I was so half dead. Had a nice bit of beef liver, and about 30 minutes later, I felt what I think they call zero carb zen. I had this whoosh of good feeling. The first one I had had in years, decade, maybe a decade. Just this. And it lasted about 20 minutes. I remember thinking, and I think that was one of the first signs that my body gave me that this is the way for me. Meat heals. That was 3 days into my healing, almost 6 years ago. And I remember that feeling because you know what? That is our birthright. Being here in human bodies, your body is a self-healing machine. But food is your medicine. Food is your preventative medicine and your palliative medicine. Is that the right way to use that word? Okay. Chopping up my little liver capsule pops. It goes in the freezer. Did I have a whoosh? No, I did not. But I feel good. I know that I should have eaten more. I should have probably had 3 times as much as I did have for breakfast and eaten it with a ton of fat. But I feel good. I'm fed. I did have ground beef actually just now, just before I got ready to go out, because I can go out. When I had my first piece of liver 6 years ago, I was working from bed, living from bed. Okay, you know my story. Go and check out my testimony. I'm your meat mother. I'm here to help you. I love you. I want to see you thrive. We're in this together. Feel free to drop me a comment. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm not a psychiatrist. But I have a lot of experience in my carnivore kitchen. Oop, my battery light. I have a lot of experience in my carnivore kitchen, and I want to share it with you. Meat healed me. Meat healed me. Meat healed my life. Meat gave me life. I love you. Have a beautiful day. More soon. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Hit the button. Tell YouTube this is valuable information. Let's get it out there. Mwah, 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 mwah. Eat your meat, drink your water.